Hey guys, Michael with Quiet Lawn. As I've alluded to over the last couple of years, we have been using new equipment from a different manufacturer other than Ego or Greenworks or some of the other products we used. I'm happy to announce that we're finally able to share with you guys what we've been using. And the name of this brand is called Kress, and they're a German company that's been around since 1926, and they've been making equipment since the 60s, power equipment. So they're very popular in Europe, but they're just making their way across the pond. So we have actually been using this, like I said, for a full 2 seasons. This is their 60 volt prosumer line. We just got a chance to demo the commercial equipment for the first time, and you guys should check out those videos as well. But the tools that we've been using for the last 2 seasons are a 21-inch mower. We've been using an 850 CFM blower. This blower is insane and much more powerful than anything we've used. We've been using these 25-inch hedge trimmers right here, and we've been using this string trimmer, which I'm a big fan of because it's super lightweight, much lighter weight than anything else we've used, such as Ego, and it's very powerful. So I'm happy to share these with you guys, and I want you to check out the videos of us using them and talking about the specific tools. But we've got an amazing 21-inch mower here and all these other tools. But thanks for watching, and I'm glad I can share this with you guys. All right, so you see Paul, he's mowing. This is centipede grass. It is currently early September. This is the height of our growing season for our warm season grasses. The grasses, I'd say the seed heads are probably 10 inches or so tall. The grass itself probably 7 or 8, so pretty thick. We mow our lawns bi-weekly, so you know, this is about as thick as it gets. You can see nice cut quality. Does a good job. This mower is one of the first battery mowers I've seen that actually has lift and suction. That's a big problem with most battery mowers, is they don't have a lot of suction, and this one actually does. You can actually put good mulching blades on it too. They've got some good you know, kind of high lift mulching blades you don't typically see with electric mowers. So impressed with it so far. Like I said, we've been using these for 2 seasons now. Kress has been a great company to work with as far as taking our feedback. They let us use this stuff so that we could provide feedback while they were in the prototype phase, and they took a lot of that feedback and some of the areas, you know, some of the weak points that we discovered through use, and they were able to implement a lot of changes to improve those things. So, you know, while no platform's perfect, this is the best we've found. You know, it's very solid, and the company, Kress as a company, has been great to work with. You know, one of my big disappointments with some other companies has been, you know, that they don't really reach out to the users and get feedback. You know, like Greenworks, they don't really take a lot of feedback as far as what needs to be improved and what us as users are actually looking for. And I've been happy to deal with this company that, you know, they've been the exact opposite. They're always looking for feedback. When you send them a potential weak point in their equipment, they've been quick to make changes. So, you know, it's been a good relationship so far. It's been raining a lot, so today the grass is a little on the wet side, so you know, it's still handling that just fine. We've got it mulching right now, and you can see there's no clippings or anything. You know, it disperses clippings really well, which is an issue I've had with our Greenworks 25. It just, you know, dumps all the clippings right there, and you have to blow everything out. With this, it does a great job of mulching everything up so that there's nothing left. All right, got Paul running the Kress prosumer 60 volt mower again. Kress is a brand we don't have here in the US, but they're actually a more than 50-year-old company. Like I said, they're out of Germany, and they're real popular in Europe. They're making their way across the pond. You can see we have the side chute on here. We're side discharging right now. It does a really good job dispersing the clippings. You know, you don't see, even right now, it just literally rained. You can see the puddles where it just rained 5 minutes ago, and this thing's not clumping up. It's dispersing clippings very well. And even mulching, even in mulch mode, it does a really good job in the wet grass. You know, obviously you still have a few clumps you might have to blow out, but it does a great job overall. Very comfortable to use. Self-propel works very well, and a very powerful mower. Much stronger than any Ego I've used or Greenworks. I haven't used like a Toro 60 volt yet, so I don't know how it compares to that, or you know, any other big mower that's came out, but I can tell you it's a good bit more powerful than any other battery tool that I've used so far. The blades on it are very thick, they're heavy duty, they're much heavier duty than like an Ego, and I'm not knocking Ego, I love Ego, I'm just comparing it because that's one of the only, you know, that's one of the other tools that I've used a lot, and I can just compare it to that. But the blades on this are definitely heavy duty and feel like blades that you would have on a gas mower. He's running a 5 amp hour battery. That's what we usually run on these, or 4 or a 5. But you know, get pretty good run times. It is more powerful, so you expect you know, that to have some effect, but it's not really that much noticeable over like an Ego or something else that doesn't have nearly as much power. Hey guys, I want to show you one of the most exciting tools that we've been using from Crest. And it's their handheld blower, and this one is actually 850 CFM. So we used to run the Ego 650s or whatever they are, and they are great blowers, very powerful, but they don't even compare to the Crest blowers we've been running for the last 2 seasons. And like I said, we've been running this stuff for a full 2 seasons and had plenty of time to test it and compare it. And when I'm using this compared to like the Ego 650, which is a great blower still, there's no comparison. The amount of air, the volume of air coming out, and the speed, it just makes it so much quicker to blow the yards off and clean up. So I'm gonna go ahead and blow this property off, and I'll show you using this. Operates the same way as the Ego or most other blowers. You've got your turbo button, and you've got your regular trigger, and you've got a speed setting. But and as I said, it's been raining today. It's been sprinkling on us while we're mowing. This grass is wet, it's muddy, and you can still see how powerful this blower is. Hey guys, so I talked about the mower and the blower and how they're the most powerful that I've used on an electric platform. Now I want to talk about the string trimmer. We've really enjoyed using this because the best feature, my favorite part about this string trimmer, is that it's super lightweight. It's very well balanced. I would say the weight is significantly less than our Ego multi-heads that we used to use. I would say it's probably around the weight or lighter than some of the Husqvarna tools that we tested. But very good tool, very powerful. This is one of our newer ones, but we've actually been running 2 others of these for the last 2 seasons. They have hundreds of hours on them, and we've had no issues. So they are very good, very strong trimmers, and very lightweight. They have a speed feed head on them, which we love. I don't know why people make tools without them anymore, but the speed feed head has been very good. I've had no issues with the head, no issues with the string sticking, and just a very solid trimmer overall. So I'll get using this thing, get some footage, and see what you think about it. Got the Crest Prosumer 60 volt string trimmer. These are the ones that we've been using for the last 2 seasons. We've had no issues with them. They've been very solid. No issues with the speed feed type head that they have. We haven't had any issues with string clogging up or anything really. They've been very solid trimmers. Very lightweight. Good bit lighter than the Ego multi-heads that we used to use. Make your own decisions. This is a newer one that we have, but make your own decisions about whether or not to leave the guard on. Some have said removing it can allow you to get the string trimming done a lot faster, but make your own choices. Another good feature about this, guys, is that it has an eco mode if you want to save your battery life. If you're going through some grass that's not super thick. We personally don't use the eco mode a lot because this thing doesn't use a lot of battery anyways. It's very energy efficient. One other thing I really like about it is how quiet it is. It's even a good bit quieter than like our Ego trimmers and things we used to use. But you do have the power options if you want to run in eco mode, or you can just run it in regular mode. All right, guys, now we're trying out the Prosumer 25-inch hedge trimmer. A lot like the commercial, but just not as heavy duty. Doesn't have quite some of the features, but still a great tool. You can use this with the backpack batteries, or you can use it with the 2 amp hour batteries for much lighter weight. So this is great for light commercial use or high-end homeowner use. Great hedge trimmer. Hey guys, so I just wanted to go over kind of my final thoughts about the Crest Prosumer line. This is actually the tools that we've been using. Like I said in the videos, we've been using these for the last 2 seasons. We just got a taste of the commercial line because it just came out, so we've not really gotten to test that and use it a lot. But we have used this Prosumer line, like I said, for 2 solid seasons, and we've put hundreds of hours on each of the pieces of equipment. And the best thing that I have found about working with Crest is that they are very open to feedback, and they want to know if something needs to be fixed, if there's an issue. So most of all these tools we've used have been prototypes in various phases, and each time we have found a weak point in the tool line, Crest has been very good to make changes, and in fact they've made some of the changes amazingly quickly. Within a couple weeks they've been able to retool their factory and fix some of those things that we found in the early stages. But overall this stuff has been extremely solid, and I just want to go over the strong points again of the Prosumer line based on our experience. First is the 21-inch mower. It is the strongest that I have used by far. Much stronger than Ego, the Ego mowers that we've used, which are also very good. It is a very strong mower. I've never used like the Milwaukee or the Toro, so I don't know how it compares to those, but I can't imagine it's not going to be stronger. This thing is a very powerful mower. And it has normal blades on it. It doesn't have little dinky electric mower blades. It has very thick, very heavy blades. And you can even get, I believe, high lift blades as well for it. The string trimmer, what I like most about the string trimmer is that it is very lightweight. I'm not the guy that has all these data points and all the techie stuff to tell you exactly how much it weighs. But I can tell you it's significantly lighter than the Ego power heads that we were using for string trimmers. And it's as light, if not lighter, than the Husqvarna string trimmers that we demoed. So very lightweight string trimmer, puts a lot less strain on the guys during the day. And it's also very powerful, very well balanced too. We typically use it with 2 amp hour batteries, but you can use it with the I believe the 5 as well, and it's very well balanced either way. The blower, this is a very cool blower. We always use the Ego handheld blowers. I believe the 650s were the last ones that we purchased. I've never used their 765, but I can tell you this blower is significantly more powerful than Ego, and you can see a huge difference in how fast you can blow off properties with this blower over the Egos that we've used or any other blower. So extremely powerful blowers. You know, that just makes the job so much quicker. But anytime I would be on a crew that didn't have one of these blowers, you could see a significant difference in how fast you were able to blow off the properties. So that is basically the extent of the line. They do have the hedge trimmers. We use those. They worked really well. I have nothing to say about those. One thing that we still use with Ego on our crews, in fact, the only Ego tool that we still have on our mowing crews is a stick edger, because currently Crest doesn't have a stick edger with their prosumer line. So that's one tool that we really need. I was told that is coming very soon. They're going to be making a power head system with the different attachments similar to Ego or Greenworks or any of the other brands like the Steel Combi system. They are making that, so soon they will have a stick edger available for the prosumer line. But that's the only thing I wish they had. But again, guys, like I said, we've used these solid for 2 seasons. So each of these tools have had hundreds of hours on them. And, you know, I can highly recommend them. You know, we're not just using them because we dealt with Crest. We're using them because they were the best tools available for what we have right now. So that's the Crest prosumer line. I highly recommend you check it out. One other cool thing, I believe, really cool commercial batteries that they're making that you can charge in like 8 minutes. I believe they're going to make those compatible with these. So, you know, what I always talk about in our videos, I prefer lightweight tools. You know, for our small residential lawns, the cool combination for me would be these lightweight prosumer tools with those commercial batteries that have much longer life, many more life cycles than standard batteries, and also they charge much faster. So that would be the great combo for me, and that's what I would like to use with these Crest tools. Thanks for watching.